wait a second. Kevin Feige just dropped so much information on us about the future of the MCU when it comes to a reboot.
Captain America and Iron Man being recast.
New details about the Spider-Man movie.
Blade, and so much more. So let's get right into this and talk about it. Now, this is coming from a recent interview with Kevin Feige, who spoke with articles like Deadline and Variety. And one of the first things he talked about was recasting Steve Rogers and Tony Stark, pretty much comparing their roles like James Bond, who's pretty much recast like every 10 to 15 years, same way as Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, just showing how important it is to have a Tony Stark or a Steve Rogers in the MCU. And to be honest, I think this is a great idea to carry on the mantle with different actors, and not just only Steve Rogers and Tony Stark, even T'Challa. I would love to see that mantle continue on forever. Now, one of the biggest things that Kevin Feige talked about during this interview was finally announcing that the MCU will be rebooted after Avengers Secret Wars. Now, this should be no surprise because there's been multiple rumors about this for multiple years now, but to finally confirm that a reboot is happening, I think this is a great idea. And this is what Kevin Feige said about it. Reboot is a scary word. Reboot can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. Reset, singular timeline. We're thinking along those lines. X-Men is where that will happen next. And speaking of the X-Men, Kevin Feige has officially confirmed that Thunderbolts director Jake Schreier has signed on to the X-Men project. Now let's talk about Blade. Yes, Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios has finally confirmed which route they want to go with the character. Now, apparently they had 4 different versions of Blade, and they decided to go into the modern day with this character. And it was also mentioned that Eric Pearson will be writing the script for Blade. He's previously worked on Fantastic Four First Steps, Thunderbolts, Godzilla vs. Kong, Thor Ragnarok, and Transformers 1. And I gotta be honest, that's a hell of a lineup, and I enjoyed all those films. This blows my mind that they announced this film about 6 years ago, and nothing has happened ever since besides multiple scripts, multiple directors. They are very fortunate that Mahershala Ali is still on board, at least as of right now. Now, when it comes to Spider-Man Brand New Day, he officially confirmed that the Punisher will be in this movie, but he didn't mention Bruce Banner, and he finally confirmed that Spider-Man Brand New Day will be a street-level film. And this is what he said about the film. It's him being by himself, dedicated to saving the city and dealing with, for lack of better terms, street-level crime, as opposed to world-ending events. And I gotta be honest, this is music to my ears, and it means something to me to see Spider-Man back to that street-level hero that we all know and love, and now we can finally see that in the MCU. Now, speaking of Spider-Man, Kevin Feige mentioned a different Spider-Man, and that's Miles Morales, and he said that we won't see Miles Morales in the MCU anytime soon because Sony Pictures told them to stay away from this character. And of course, that should be no surprise because we have Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, and the last film for the franchise won't pop up till 2027, so we probably won't hear about this character when it comes to live action form until after that. And those are the major topics I took away from the interview. There was so much more that Kevin Feige talked about as well. We had Young Avengers being mentioned. Also talked about Moon Knight and the Eternals coming back. Kang was always meant to be replaced by Dr. Doom even before Jonathan Majors got convicted. Deadpool and Wolverine will be making more appearances in the MCU. Kevin Feige also talked to Ryan Reynolds about a new film for Deadpool. And when it comes to the future of Kevin Feige and the MCU, the next saga will last till 2032, and Kevin Feige will be overseeing Marvel Studios for another 10 to 15 years. He says, "That's all I want to do. Marvel's a great way to do that for me right now, but I hope to make big movies for lots of people forever." And that is everything that we got from the interview with Kevin Feige about the future of Marvel. Let me know in the comment section, how do you feel about all this?